I was always a plump kid. Yes, I went through a massive transformation for Dum Laga Ke Haisha, but I had faced bullying, body shaming when I was younger. I was very conscious about the way I looked because I was like, I'm just not that skinny girl, and those girls are popular, and those girls, have like whatever, all the popular boys, and I was like, I'm the only reason I won't be ever there is because I have those extra kilos on me. Kitni moti hai, isko kya hoga, ye thodi na heroine hai. Then when I lost some weight and I came out with my second film, they were still commenting on the way I look, and they comment on the way I look even today. तो लोग बोलते थे अरे आयुष्मान एचअप भी हीरोइन कौन है, एंड आई वुड बी बिहाइंड एंड वो ना एकदम स्वीटली मेरी तरफ देखता था, उनके people would be in shock.
Oh my god.
ये heroine है, and I was like, see, that's why this film is so important to me.
They're like, we love your confidence and the way you carry yourself. It's almost like people want me they expect me not to be confident because I'm overweight, and they want me to, not live my life happily. And they're like shocked and surprised.
Because you are so accepting and you celebrate who you are, you're a very big threat to people.
Oh, I know.
So they will constantly, because they don't know what to do with you. Right? Because they constantly want to pull you down. I'm going to change the definition of what your conventional heroine is going to be. And that's what keeps me going, man.
3 months back, I got rejected at a company, at a very reputed company, because they said, we don't want an overweight journalist because you can't be in front of the camera. And I was like, I've been doing it for so many years. And I was like,
you're joking. Tired of people telling me how I should dress, what I should do, what I should eat, what films I should do, what films I shouldn't do. Ye karo, wo karo. I'm done.
कुछ तो लोग कहेंगे लोगों का काम है कहना, but my guest today has been so busy in bringing in such big impactful changes in our film industry that it has barely mattered. Not only is she the one who has broken all those age-old norms of beauty standards, but is also someone who's unapologetically herself, and that is what I love the most about her. And she's probably one of the most relatable actresses we have today, and I'm so happy and proud to be inviting her today on BodyFaming for Bollywood Bubble. Hi Bhumi, welcome to BodyFaming.
Thank
you. I have to start off by saying that very few actors we see today who we can, truly say that I relate to you, or I get your vibe. And you are someone, I have probably met you like 4 to 5 times, and each time I have met you, my heart has been like, it's filled with happiness. It's like, okay, there are real people.
That's so sweet, thank you.
You're most welcome. But let's start from the beginning. When Dum Laga Ke Haisha came, I remember someone in my school told me, I was in school back then, that agar tu patli nahi hogi na tere saath bhi aisa hi hoga. I was like, 1 second. Firstly, I'm very happy because in the end she got the man of her dreams. He accepted her no matter what, and that's how men are supposed to be. I was like, mujhe koi problem nahi hai, bro. Acha hai, aisa hi hona chahiye. But I didn't take it the other way. If someone who was very underconfident might have gone into a shell and thought about it very deeply. But you tell me for yourself, looking a certain way, gaining weight, which no one is willing to do, especially because we live in a world where you have to be a certain kind, you have to fit in a certain scale. How was that for you?
See, I was always that girl who's on the other side of what is beautiful and accepting, right? I was always a plump kid. Yes, I went through a massive transformation for Dum Laga Ke Haisha, but I had faced bullying, body shaming when I was younger. I'm very fortunate that I went back home to a set of parents that made me feel like there's nobody better than me in the world. So it kept my confidence up and it kept me going. But I had some days where I was crushed. Because you're young and you're human by the end of it. Like, I have bad days even today. And there was constantly, I was very conscious about the way I looked. Because I was like, I'm just not that skinny girl, and those girls are popular, and those girls, have like whatever, all the popular boys, and I was like, I'm the only reason I won't be ever there is because I have those extra kilos on me, and I kind of moved past that. And I found my confidence, and I realized that it doesn't matter, I have a great personality, and I started killing it with that. And then Dum Laga Ke Haisha happened. But even like when I went through that transformation, I kid you not, I crossed my heart. In my head, not a lot had changed because my family didn't make me feel awkward. My friends who knew about it didn't make me feel awkward, and those that didn't, because I was not allowed to tell anybody, treated me like something had gone really wrong with me because they were worried. They're like, are you depressed? Is everything okay? And that's when I realized, I was like, there's so much stigma attached to your weight.
I know.
There's so much stigma attached to it because people see somebody who does not fit an ideal weight, which is, I don't know who has made this ideal weight.
I don't know what that weight is.
Get it.
Yeah.
And who has created this mold, and it might be ideal for you, but it's not ideal for me. So clearly that should not be the norm. But people just consider you to be unhappy, to not deserve success, to be on a backseat, to be that slow, that late starter in a race. Why?
I know.
How can you decide these things for me?
Yeah.
And I have some friends that are extremely thin as well, and they have their own set of biases that they deal with. So I came to realize that you can never कभी किसी को खुश नहीं कर सकते, क्योंकि after Dum Laga Ke Haisha, when I lost my weight, people were like, in that journey, people like, obviously because that is how our society thinks, right? कि कितनी मोटी है, इसको क्या होगा, ये थोड़ी ना heroine है. Then when I lost some weight and I came out with my second film, they were still commenting on the way I look, and they comment on the way I look even today. So it really doesn't matter. All I have tried to work is how do I keep my mental health intact. So you will always see, for me, people are constantly asking me, you're always shape shifting. I'm like, I am, because I'm a human being. So there are months where I'm like, okay, I want to be this way, or I'm doing this for a character. There are months where I don't want to do anything, and it is okay. It's so funny. So during Dum Laga Ke Haisha, when Ayushmann and I would travel, right? Flight में होते थे, तो लोग बोलते थे, अरे आयुष्मान या जब भी हीरोइन कौन है, and I would be behind, and वो ना एकदम sweetly मेरी तरफ देखता था. उनके people would be in shock.
Oh my God.
ये heroine, and I was like, see, that's why this film is so important to be made.
I know. मैं तो भाई बहुत खुश थी. मुझे लगा, अरे finally we have had actors who have been overweight.
Yes.
But here you are romanticizing it, and I was like, see guys, finally you don't need to be a certain size to find love. Also, one thing that personally, I feel, and I'm sure you have gone through it, is that when you are not fitting the standard, whatever the beauty standard that we have been following for so long, they're like, we love your confidence and the way you carry yourself. It's almost like people want me to, they expect me not to be confident because I'm overweight, and they want me to, not live my life happily. And they're like shocked and surprised. Okay, how is she going out there and, just being herself and enjoying it and being confident in her skin? And I was like, but how does it matter?
But I'll also tell you that because you are so accepting and you celebrate who you are, you're a very big threat to people.
Oh, I know.
So they will constantly, because they don't know what to do with you, right? Because they constantly want to pull you down, because they think that, and when I say you, I mean like, all women that feel not included, or men. The thing is that the society doesn't know what are they going to do with you, because the one thing that they want to pull you down about, you are celebrating about yourself. तो आप क्या करोगे उसके साथ? So you become just, they don't know where to club you, they don't know what box to put you in, they don't know where to club you, because the box you're putting me in, I'm not going in there, boss. So you will really have to fight with me to put me in that box.
Yeah.
And that's when you create great examples, and that's when you create figures that inspire people.
But Bhumi, did you ever lose out on projects because of the way you looked at any phase of your life? Because 2 months back I got rejected, 3 months back I got rejected at a company, at a very reputed company, because they said we don't want an overweight journalist because you can't be in front of the camera. And I was like, I've been doing it for so many years. And I was like,
you're joking.
I'll tell you after this interview the name of the company. And I was like, abhi to jao bhad mein, main to aaungi hi nahi, aap jo bhi kar lo. and my mind was blown. I was like, I'm not even a model, I'm not an actress, I'm a person, I'm a journalist, so it's okay. How can you expect me to be there? But you are an actress, and you know, actresses go through this a lot, like way more I can't even imagine.
See, because of my choices and the films that I've done, there are certain kind of films that come my way, right? But your conventional cinema, I'm sure that, you know, there have been conversations, and I'm also aware of them, where, like, you know, maybe a film didn't come my way because they just thought that I don't look like a traditional conventional heroine.
Yeah.
But my point is that I'm going to change that narrative. I'm going to change the definition of what your conventional heroine is going to be. And that's what keeps me going, man. I'm like, it's okay. You know, and honestly, that's what's given me the confidence to do solo films. Because I'm like, I have to start going by myself, and it takes a lot of guts and courage to do solo films. Especially the kind of films that I do, that anyways are really questioning a lot of biases that the society has. And I anyways feel like I've become a bit of a handful for people because of what I stand for, what I believe in. I'm not a very vocal person. I'm not a very controversial person. I really believe that my work is going to bring about a change. I'm quite an introvert even in front of the cameras. I literally only talk when an interview happens. My Instagram, my social media also does not give a lot of who I am, but that's my choice. But I feel like I have such a strong medium, which is cinema, through which I can let people know what I believe and what I resonate with. And I have seen my films have had a huge impact, you know, on many, many lives. Like, right from my first film till Thank You for Coming, Badhai Do, Sandkiya, Bala, my God, Toilet Ek Prem Katha. I'm really proud of these films. And at the same time, I have a Pati Patni aur wo. But I know I'm going to be remembered for the list that I just gave you.
I'm so sure, and you know, Thank You for Coming has also proven that you know, when I started the intro, I said that impactful changes, not many people manage to do so. And I also feel, okay, a lot has been said about insider, outsider, but I feel if you're not associated with the industry, you don't come from a legacy, it's 10 times more harder to do that.
I wouldn't deny.
Yeah. And there's no shame in denying that. Like, I feel people should accept their privilege, and the fact that if they are not privileged, it's fine.
I mean, look, I know tomorrow my children are going to have that privilege, right? But right now, I don't have it. And it's okay. I am because of my audience. You know, so that is my privilege. I've been accepted. My first film, all my filmmakers. I'm also aware of the fact that I'm born in Bombay in a liberated family is a privilege. I've had a head start as compared to any other actor that comes into Bombay, because I had access to maybe knowing where can I go looking for a job, right? We all come from a place of privilege, and you need to acknowledge it. But when you don't come from a legacy, as you rightly said, and that is nobody's mistake or not, right? That's what you're born into. At the start of it, I didn't feel it as much as I feel it today. You know, because when you kind of go on to a solo journey, that's when you realize how many more hands and brains you need.
You also make a lot of other contemporaries insecure in a way where they're like, okay, how's she doing that, and why am I not getting that? You know, instead of concentrating on what you have on your plate, people tend to see, okay, she has something better, how do I get it?
My point being that, you know, especially as women, we should not get insecure of each other, because look, if my film does well, or if my film does well in whatever capacity, it's also going to open up doors for you. Gangubai doing well did open up doors for me. You know, so we have to, why is it that the boys club is so intact? They promote each other's films, they do special appearances in each other's films, they are always, you know, rooting for andar se jo bhi ho mujhe nahi pata. I don't have access to that information, but externally they are there for each other. Ki mere bhai ki film. Why aren't we doing that?
I know.
You know, why aren't we doing that for each other? Like today, Dhak Dhak released, and I'm so excited because Taapsee is a producer. You know, it's such a big deal. She's produced a woman-centric film led by 4 female leads, and the film's getting love, and I really hope that, you know, she gets immense support.
So sweet.
Because it's only going to open up more opportunities for all of us.
completely agree to that. But Bhumi, when there are voices around you, even if you are very confident about yourself and you know what you bring to the table, does it ever put you in a space where you have a little bit of self doubt, or you question yourself? Has that ever happened, especially in the film industry?
Every day.
Really?
I have self-doubt every day. But I learned to get over it.
Yeah.
And it's okay. As I said, I'm human, with all the confidence that I've inculcated within myself over the years. I have moments, and I have my friends, I have my filmmakers, I have like a core group of people that I really believe in, that are always uplifting me.
A little fun question, and we'll end it on a fun note. I'm sure you must have seen Diet Sabya's posts. They love you because I think in the last year there has been a change in the
Yes.
way you started dressing up, and I personally love it.
Thank you.
It looks. I don't think anyone else, like they say, that's a very Western style that India is adapting. We're also trying something new. I don't think anyone else can carry it the way
Thank
you
you.
do, because there's a certain confidence, and I'm like, okay, I know she's gonna, you go girl kind of a thing. And there's this name that has come now. I don't know how you feel about it, but it's Bhumi Jenner, which has been there, and it's fun, and I don't take it in a
mind
very
it. It's
wrong.
okay.
It's okay.
Sweet.
Yeah, it's sweet.
It's fine.
But it's always like she ate, Bhumi Jenner ate. There are two options, and the second one is doesn't work for me, and you have to choose. And always the 8 one has more votes, obviously. But how do you see this as names given to you associated with the way you start
I think
dressing?
it's sweet, I enjoy it. I love fashion. I really, really enjoy fashion. And I feel like this evolution has also happened because there's a bit of self-acceptance that has happened within me. I've had my own journey of coming of age, where I'm like, what, I'm done, and I'm sick, and I'm tired of people telling me how I should dress, what I should do, what I should eat, what films I should do, what films I shouldn't do, ye karo, wo karo. I'm done. So when I decided I'm done, there was something that changed within me. So today I genuinely dress for myself. I don't dress for effect, nothing. I dress for myself, and I love getting dressed. I can do it every day, full day, all day.
Bhumi, the 17-year-old in me, when she saw you for the first time, she was very happy. She was proud. She was like, okay. She was also relieved कि चलो कुछ relatable आया, कुछ something that is on our side, because we have been fed so much with so much conditioning that ऐसी ही heroine होती है. Today you have come a long way, and as a woman, as a person, I am also very proud of you. But to all the people who are watching, to all those girls who are maybe dealing with body image issues, or they have that self-doubt, what would your one message be?
I think my only message to them would be that there'll be so many voices that are always going to tell you you can't do it. At everything, every step of life, there'll be many people. But somewhere you have to find that voice, whether it comes from yourself, from people you trust, and you have to find that confidence to do it.
Yeah.
Let that no be the belly in your fire, because you can do it. Nobody can decide your self-worth. Only you can.
It's a saying that when they say you can't do it twice, and show them how it's done. So on that note, thank you so much, Bhumi, for being on BodyFaming. I had a beautiful conversation with you.
Thank you. Hi, I'm Bhumi Pednekar, and you're watching me on Bollywood Bubble.